Hello, just a quick video on some of the new Google Meet features that rolled out the other day. Most of them are located down here in this blue shield called Host Controls. So you can click on that. And you'll see the first one here is Quick Access. Basically, if you leave it turned on, then Google Meet will operate the same as it has been operating, which means that your students, as long as they're logged in with their district Google accounts, will be able to join your Meet sessions through Google Classroom automatically just by clicking on the link. If you turned it off, it would require the students to knock to gain access to your Google Classroom. So some teachers have reported using that so that they could have students enter one by one as they kind of check them off on their attendance list. But for the vast majority of folks, you're going to probably just leave that on and Google Meet will operate as it has been operating without change. So you would leave that quick access on to not have a change in how that's been working. The other features are toggling on the ability for students to share their screen. So you can the default is that they will have that present now button and they can present their screen. You can turn that option off if you don't want students to have that option available. Of course, if you were doing presentations or you had a reason that you wanted them to present their screens, you could also always toggle that right back on. So that will make that Present Now button either disappear for the students if you toggle it off, or if you want students to have the ability to share their screen, to present their screen during a session, you can toggle it back on. And then if you want to disable the chat for students during one of your Meet sessions, this is a big one, you can toggle that off. So if you have issues with students messaging during your meetings and you don't want them to have that ability, you can toggle that on and off at your discretion. And that's pretty much it for those new host controls. The other big new update is over here in the bottom right, the 3 vertical dots here. If you click on that, and you'll see the change layout option. That's not new, but if you click on it, you'll see you now have this bar down at the bottom where you can adjust the number of tiles that'll appear on the screen. So previously, I believe the max was 16. Now you can adjust it all the way up to a 7x7 grid, which will give you 49. Right, note that it says that your selection is not saved for future meetings, so if it defaults back to say 16, you may need to adjust that back up for your next sessions. And that is pretty much it for the new features that rolled out the other day in Google Meet. Any questions, just let me know.